Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. Today I'm so excited to try out another drugstore makeup product. This is from COVERGIRL. It's the Clean Pressed Powder for normal skin that I have here in the shade 120 Creamy Natural. So this is a product that I picked up from Family Dollar as part of my huge Family Dollar makeup haul. And it cost $6 at Family Dollar. I also don't think they had an extensive shade range, so I was surprised when I was looking this up online and realized it comes in a bunch of different shades, pretty much the same shades that the foundations come in. So I was thinking this was more of a setting powder, but I'm excited to see if it can be more of like a powder foundation. I like that there's the mirror in the packaging here. It's cruelty free. It says that it does not clog pores. It lets your skin breathe. A shine-free formula that helps make pores less visible, which is something I'm very intrigued by because I definitely deal with large pores along my cheeks and my nose. However, I did see that you could get this for much cheaper at Walmart, like $4, which is such a great price. It's always a bummer to me because I love to get great deals, but when I realize I way overpaid for a makeup product, but maybe you don't have to overpay if you're learning from my mistakes. Oh, I also love that it has this little puff with it. So I'll give this a try. I might try it out with like a sponge or a brush as well. So first I will start out with the little applicator here. Just gonna pick up a little bit like that. And let's see what kind of coverage I can get if I just brush it on with this applicator. Okay. I mean, I would say barely any coverage. I think it really is just going to be more of a setting powder because that's looking pretty transparent on my skin. But where I just applied it, and I keep applying a lot, right here is where I do have large pores. And I'm just kind of feeling like it's settling into the pores and looking a little dry, a little cakey, a little heavy on the skin. It's definitely mattifying. You can see this side of my face with it versus without it. It really does take away any shine. And I mean, I did just apply a lot right here to see if I could build it up for coverage, but it looks powdery. It looks a little dry, and I don't find it to be super pore minimizing or pore, what did it say, like makes it less visible for your pores, because it's kind of settling into my pores and therefore making them actually more visible. So we don't want that. I also only applied concealer. I did not apply my foundation because I wasn't sure if I'd be able to use this as a powder foundation, but my concealer is creasing a little bit. So let's see how this would be as a setting powder for my concealer, especially since it really seems to be transparent. And so I'm kind of surprised that there are so many shades that this comes in. I mean, that's great. I always want to see the more shades, the better. But in the COVERGIRL Clean Liquid Foundation, I'm a shade 105, which matches me really perfectly. But this is a shade 120, and I think it still works great. So if they don't have your exact foundation shade in this powder, I think you're fine to get another shade similar to your skin tone. Because, ooh, look at that. Even with this on my under eye, it's not darkening the under eye, but it is setting it so that I'm not having creasing. And it doesn't look very heavy or powdery. It takes away any shine. It's slightly drying, which is not good because my skin right now is pretty dry in general, but it works nice to set that concealer to prevent creasing. So I think this applicator works perfectly fine, but for the fun of it, I am going to pick up my dampened beauty sponge, and on the other side of my face, let's see maybe if there is any more coverage that I can get. So feel like I'm picking up a lot on the sponge right now, but I'm just going to go over the redness in my cheeks here. But yeah, I wouldn't really say that this is a powder foundation. I would say it's just like a transparent setting powder. I do seem to have the most shine on my forehead, so let's see how this mattifies the forehead. It really does a nice job of mattifying, but I just feel like it looks a little powdery. I mean, I have to look super close to notice that, but if you have dry skin like I do, it's going to emphasize the dryness. And it's really not improving the pores as much as I was hoping. But so, also on this under eye, where I have the concealer that's creasing, I'm going to try applying it with the dampened sponge. I mean, I like that. I like a pressed powder for setting my under eye. So quick and easy. And yeah, still no creasing. So this is great at preventing concealer creasing, mattifying the skin. So just like a classic setting powder. And for like $4, I think that is great. And I love that it comes in so many different shades, so you can get something that you know is going to look good on your skin tone, that's not going to give flashback or look too altering to your foundation color or your skin color. And I love that the applicator that comes with it works perfectly fine. So I truly would recommend this as a great drugstore setting powder. I would not recommend it as a powder foundation, which is something I was going into this maybe thinking it could be, but now that I know it's just like a pressed setting powder, that's going to be the best use for it, then I think this is great. I love that there's absolutely no creasing anymore, just checking again, and it's such a convenient little package. So you've got your mirror, the applicator right in here, so once it is, you know, like summertime, that's when my skin does tend to get more greasy and shiny. This is a great product to bring on the go so that I can quickly blot at my skin when it gets too shiny and greasy. So if that sounds like the type of product you need in your makeup collection, I think you should try this out. But if you have already tried it out, which I'm sure most people have because this is a product that has been around for a long time, it's a classic, but I would love to hear your thoughts on it in the comments down below. So thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.